What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out this tip from turningpointmusic.net. Today, I want to dig into how to fatten up kick drums. I had a former Pyramind student, ask this question in the Pyramind Futures Facebook group. Lately, I've been feeling like my kicks aren't cutting it in terms of fullness. Can you point me in the direction of articles or show me some tips? So I wanted to say that I always want to think about this in terms of the mix. I don't think you should think about your kick all by itself and try and make it sound fat all by itself exclusively. You also need to think about how it's interacting with the bass elements in your track to get your kick to really hit like you want it to in your mix. So there are a lot of different ways that you can, of course, solve this, more than the 4 that I've listed here, but I was just brainstorming in my head and I want to do 3 tips on this. I'm going to do a first tip showing how to EQ and exaggerate the key of your song through EQ and multiband compress and limit your kick. The following tip, I'll show how to tie the bass elements in with that kick. And then in the tip after that, I'll show a different way that you can try to EQ your kick to key. So I have a session open here of something I'm working on. Let's take a listen. So I want to focus on these 3 elements. These are my 2 bass tracks, and then this is my kick track, and let's listen to them a little bit individually. So I think it all sounds fine, but I want to get to gel together, and I want the kick to have a little more oomph and hit a little bit harder. So I know that my song is in D sharp minor, so I'm going to go look at pitch to frequency mappings and just Google that, pitch to frequency mappings. This is the P-body link that'll come up, and just copy this, keep it forever. So D sharp 39 and 78 is what I want to think about, these right here. So I'm going to go to my kick, grab an EQ, and even if you're not a Pro Tools person, this should work in any DAW. The concept is the same. So I'm going to skinny up these cues a little bit and punch in 39 and 78. Now let's, for the moment, solo this and take a listen and just push these a little bit. Widen them up if you want. If you don't want, don't. Just use your ears. If you can't trust your ears, you can't do this. So then I'm going to grab ML4000. This is a very, very deep plugin that can be overwhelming, so let's keep it simple. First, I'm going to just set the ceiling at neg.01 or some very small increment below 0. And I'm going to turn off the gate and the expander, and I'm going to click all these over to compressor just so I can see the actual compression of it. Then I'm going to leave the release where it is for now and pull the threshold down to roughly this first line here. And let's hear just what that is doing so far. So already doing a good bit. I'm going to pull in the threshold of the low and the first and third a little bit here. And then I'm going to boost them a little bit just via volume here. So just from these very simple calculating moves, we've gone from so really a dramatically bigger kick, and that's in the key of our track. Pretty cool, pretty easy. So I'm going to end this tip here, try it out, And the next tip, I'll deal with how to tie these two bass elements in. Thanks for checking it out.